This event is brought to you by our sponsors: Lonnie Liska Company, San Bernardino Electric Cooperative, First National Bank, Frost & Sons, Walters Pharmacy, Michelle Jewelry, Hebner Concrete, and
Eckerman's Meat Market, Capital Farm Credit, Austin County Collision, Bellville Abstract Company, Bill Johnson and Associates Real Estate, Lynn Sison's Feed, Roy and Carolyn Golan, Austin County State Bank. Also,
LKL Insurance, Richter Heat and Air, Dr. Colton Litke, Salvador Tires, Sealy Eye Center, Industry State Bank, Bolton Dozer Service, and the Austin County Printing.
Ladies and gentlemen, and baseball fans worldwide, welcome to Cypress Park High School in Cypress, Texas, where tonight's bi-district matchup is between the fourth-place Bellville Brahmas from District 25 and the Columbia Roughnecks, the District 26 champion. This is the first round of the 2023 state baseball playoffs, and both teams are looking for a win tonight to gain an edge in this best-of-3 game series and move on to the area round. I'm Stephen Jackson, and along with John Marcinkevich, Dan Mers, Greg Braun, and Kendall Stark, we are thrilled to be bringing you this BellvilleSports.com live stream presentation. This is the Lonnie Liska Company On Deck pregame show, and our special series sponsor is Lynn Sison's Feed and Supply in Bellville. Well, the Bellville Brahmas come into this game with an overall record of 16-7 and have won 3 straight games to enter the playoffs. Under the leadership of Coach Todd Hatton, the Brahmas have been working hard to improve their game, and they're ready to put their playoff skills to the test. Assistant coaches Roy Kokomore and Ty Morgan have also provided their support and experience, along with manager Ian Osteen. On the other side of the field, the Columbia Roughnecks have had a phenomenal season with a record of 19-8 overall. They're determined to continue in their quest to win this bi-district game and make a statement tonight. Led by head coach Ernest Pena and his assistants Ryan Picard, Jeremy Johnson, and Jarrett Brown, they've been putting in extra effort to prepare for this game. Both teams are fired up and ready to compete. Let's get ready for some exciting action on the field as the Bellville Brahmas battle the Columbia Roughnecks in this district showdown. The UIL Baseball State Tournament will take place on Wednesday, June 7th through Saturday, June 10th at the Dell Diamond in Round Rock. All Conference 4A games will take place at UFCU Dish-Falk Field at the University of Texas at Austin. Tickets will be available for purchase at a later date. Check the UIL website for more information. As we gear up for tonight's game, it's worth taking a look at some of the statistics from the Brahmas so far this season. Thanks to Mr. Bruce White of the Bellville Times for providing them to us. And we will review them as soon as we get back from this short break to hear from our sponsors. You're watching Bellville Brahmas Baseball on BellvilleSports.com.
This is Mike Miller with First National Bank of Bellville and proud Bellville Brahma class of 1981. Here at FNB, we have 22 former students of Bellville High School among our many talented employees waiting to serve your every financial need. If you have been a Bellville Brahma or Brahmanet forever, or if you're new to the herd, we would love to have your business and become part of the best bank in town. For those of you that are currently banking with us at First National, we thank you very much. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
My dad can't pay anything.
is that right? Danny, what all do you guys work on?
Well, at Ross & Sons, we service all kinds of diesel vehicles, like tractors and trucks. We have 5 bays and the professional help to get you back up and running in the quickest time possible. Give us a call Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and let us get you back on the road.
Every tree is known by its fruit. At Walters Pharmacy, we believe the tree is our community and its fruit is our youth. Since 1977, Walters has supported the youth of our community. When you patronize Walters Pharmacy, you can be confident your support will flow to the youth of Bellville and Austin County. Healthy trees produce healthy fruit. The next time you need a prescription filled, come to the pharmacy that has supported our youth for more than 44 years, Walters Pharmacy.
Welcome back to Cy Park Baseball Field in Cypress, Texas for this 2023 UIL State Baseball Playoff by-district game between the Bellville Brahmas and the Columbia Roughnecks. Before we left, we talked about the statistics, and here they are. Leading the way for the Brahmas in terms of hitting is Tyler Fishbeck, who boasts a .486 batting average and has racked up an impressive 24 RBIs, including 6 home runs. Following closely behind Fishbeck is Blake Linsizen, who is hitting .449 with 18 RBIs, and Peyton Reynolds with the .349 batting average and 23 RBIs. Gavin Mays is also batting .306 with 19 RBIs. They are the only ones on the team batting over .300 with at least 20 at-bats. The overall team batting average sits at .317, and they've had 143 RBIs and scored 188 runs on the year. Returning to the mound, Bellville had accumulated 156 strikeouts and a team earned run average of 2.46 after the last game. Top performers are Peyton Reynolds, who has pitched 42.1 innings with 67 strikeouts and a 1.66 ERA. Cole Newman, he's thrown 28 innings and amassed 14 strikeouts and a 1.75 ERA. Blake Linsizen, he's pitched 26.2 innings with 29 strikeouts, and he has a 2.36 ERA. Caden Anderson has also done work, and he has a 1.75 ERA. Look for some outstanding work from the pitching staff tonight. For the Roughnecks, we found some incomplete stats on Max Preps, but we've used them, and it appears that their leading hitters are Hayden Coker, Blaze Ballard, Grant Thrasher, and Fred Kirshner. Leading the pitching staff is Tate Thrasher, Brian Craig, Cole Gocher, and Kirshner. Well, it's sure to be an exciting game with both teams bringing their A game to the field. Let's see if the 4th seed Brahmas can get back to their winning ways and come out on top against the District 26 champ Columbia Roughnecks. Well, let's take a quick 90-second break to hear from our great sponsors. When we return, we will review the Brahmas portion of the playoff bracket and introduce the starting lineups for tonight's contest. Thanks to Linsizen's Feed for being the premium sponsor for tonight. This is Bellville Brahma Baseball on BellvilleSports.com.
Hey Brahma and Brahmanette fans, this is Michelle from Michelle Jewelry. We are a family-owned and operated business serving our community since 1976. Not only do we offer a great selection of jewelry and gifts, but we also design custom jewelry, engagement rings, do repair work, and buy gold. Stop by and see us. We are located on the square at 16 South Holland Street.
Go Brahma and Brahmanette!
For over 60 years, Hebner Concrete has been pouring the foundations of the community and the surrounding area, laying the pathways for many satisfied customers. If you are going to build, start with Hebner Concrete in Bellville or West End Ready Mix in Industry. Glenn and his staff wish success to all the area youth and their advancement. Go Bellville!
Eckerman's Meat Market opened their doors in 1961 with the goal of providing the freshest cuts and great customer service. 60 years later, the tradition carries on as Eckerman's continues to provide that good old-fashioned service. Eckerman's is your full-service meat market. Whether you need a pound of hamburger or a side of beef, Eckerman's can help. Come visit us out in Shelby or pick up some Eckerman sausage at your local grocery store.
Welcome back to Cy Park Baseball Field in tonight's game between the visiting Bellville Brahmas and home team Columbia Roughnecks. In District 25, Needville finished in first place, with Sealy defeating El Campo for the second and third seeding, and Bellville was fourth. In District 26, Columbia was first, followed by Bay City, Brazosport, and Sweeney. Other games tonight between the two districts are Sweeney versus Needville, Brazosport plays El Campo, and Sealy plays Bay City. Well, let me introduce the 2023 baseball broadcast team to you. John Marcinkiewicz is our fearless leader. Dan Murs, the counselor. They've been calling Bellville baseball and football games for almost 15 years and have built a great repertoire with the home Bellville fans and also the opponents. Greg Braun joined the team last year and offers insight on pitching and the strategy of the game. And I'm Steven Jackson, and I will be producing the live stream and also adding a few comments during the game. We are also joined tonight by Bellville High School senior Kendall Stark, as she has interned with us this year on basketball and softball games. As always, thanks for joining us, and thanks to all our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you these Bellville High School broadcasts. Be sure to visit the sponsors you hear from during the broadcast. Well, John, Dan, Greg, and Kendall, it's a very big game for the Brahmas tonight as they face the Roughnecks in this 3-game series for by-district. The Roughnecks, they're the top team in District 26 and have a very good team. Can the Brahmas compete with them and take 2 out of 3 this series? There you go. And anytime y'all are ready, the starting lineups, guys.
Well, Dan, you want to go ahead and give us Columbia Roughnecks?
Sure, we'll do that. The Roughnecks, which are the hometown team. John, we're going to get interference from that public address announcer. You want to go the other way, or?
I think we're good,
okay.
Dan.
Okay. You want me to do Bellville first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
They're being introduced now.
All right, leading off for the Brahmas will be third baseman Blake Linsizen. Batting second in center field, Tyler Fishbeck. Shortstop, Peyton Reynolds, bats third. The cleanup hitter will be the catcher, Gavin Mays. Batting fifth, Nolan King will DH for Kent Schubert in right field. Batting sixth and pitching tonight, Cole Newman. Batting seventh at first base, Colton Will. Landon Schumann will be in the 8-hole, batting second. And rounding out the lineup, Jackson Richter in left field, batting ninth. So for the Roughnecks,
let's do that. Leading off is their leading hitter, Hayden Coker. He'll be playing center field, and followed by Fred Kirshner, the second baseman. In the number 3 spot, Peyton Johnson, the catcher. Hitting cleanup is Tate Thrasher. He's playing shortstop. Brian Craig, who's on the mound tonight, will be hitting fifth. Blaze Villard, the first baseman, will be hitting sixth, followed by Grant Thrasher, the right fielder. Cole Gotcher in the 8-hole. He's playing third base. And rounding out the lineup will be Major Marshall, the left fielder. He'll be batting ninth.
And Kendall, Bellville's able to bring up quite a few of the kids from the JV.
Yes, I think there were 6 from the JV who got moved up.
And it's nice to get them a little experience, practice and
team won't be so young next year.
Yeah, just having the experience of being out here is a big deal. So, Stephen, the pilot of the airwaves, do you want to take a break, or you want us to keep going? Or
Let's just keep going. I don't know if y'all can see this, John, as I put it up on the screen, but I'm going to pull up the bracket that the Brahmas are in to start off the playoffs. You can see at the top, Columbia and Bellville. They're going to face the winner of Canyon Lake and John F. Kennedy School out of San Antonio area. At the bottom of this short bracket, Needville is Sweeney, as we mentioned earlier. They're going to take on the winner of Lavernia and Davenport. So those are the 8 teams in our portion of the district. Over there at the left, that's the regional quarterfinals. So you have to win two series to get up to the regional quarterfinals. So whoever wins this will be playing either Needville, Sweeney, Lavernia, or Davenport. And whoever wins this series will be taking on Canyon Lake or John F. Kennedy.
I wonder if that'll be at the Utopia Memorial Stadium.
It could be.
Yeah. We'll just have to wait and see. I guess we better take care of business and win this one first.
Exactly.
Looking at it on paper, guys, we don't have great stats for Columbia. It's very limited as what they have. I talked to their announcer that's doing the radio. He's going to try to get me some better stats, but again, he's the same way. He said we just don't have. Bruce White does such a great job for Bellville, and we have the parents doing Game Changer and all that, able to share the stuff with us, and we're so lucky to have that. All right, well, the national anthem, and Greg will give us a weather update here before the game starts. All
Pretty
right.
windy out here tonight.
Yeah, there's 11-mile-an-hour wind blowing in from left field to right field. And during the warm-ups, you could definitely it had an impact on the throws. So if they got any spin on the ball at all, it's going to tail off towards the right field side. And tonight it's 82 degrees, feels like 88, and kind of a partly sunny night. So sun shouldn't be any impact at all on the field tonight.
Greg, you reckon that haze is humidity
That
we're
is
looking
humidity.
at?
That's right. They talked about the smoke coming in from Mexico, too.
Yeah.
This time of year. So weather should not be a factor tonight.
And we're going to have 4 umpires tonight. That really,
wow.
really is nice.
Full
Being
count?
able to have, so.
Girls only had 3.
Yeah.
And, we're this close to Houston, so it's nice to get that extra one in here.
Well, and for a playoff game, John, you like that. Nothing should be missed. And these umpires all year have been willing to confer with one another. When one makes a call, it's questioned, they get together. I like that, Kendall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dan, we haven't really had any issues with umpires all year. They've been fair both ways.
Really have.
There have been some controversial calls, but they've gone both ways.
Right.
So it's been good all year.
And we're finally getting over that Colton Kazi call, I think. We've had a whole year.
Hey, Dan, the pitch.
I don't know if we're quite over that yet.
All right, guys. Brian Craig stands on the mound for the Roughnecks, and he's thrown what we have stat-wise, 25.1 innings, walked 20, struck out 33, and has a 2.49 ERA. His first pitch is downstairs low to the leadoff hitter, Blake Linsizen. Third baseman, we have him on the season, batting .439.
Get Blake going here, get something going, right, John?
Yeah, to get a good start here. And this pitch is downstairs again, maybe. We'll have to, unfortunately, Dan, for me and Kendall, I'll try to call it a lot sooner than the umpire does.
Oh, yeah, we get caught up on that quite a bit, don't we?
2-0 pitch is in there for a strike.
Just trying to help him out a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, and, I don't think that Columbia is quite as deep as Bellville is pitching. If you would happen to get to a game 3, as pitch misses down and wide of the plate. So hitters count now for Linsizen, 3-1, leading it off here for Bellville.
Yeah, judging from the stats, John, I think that's right. They look a little, maybe a 2-man rotation.
Pretty much, yeah. So if you get to a game 3, it's going to be a free-for-all. This one's downstairs, and Linsizen goes to first with a leadoff walk, and that's exactly what the Brahmas want.
John, these two teams met way back in February 25th, and Bellville came away, a 15-4 winner?
I believe you're right.
But who knows?
I think that's right.
Who knows?
Yeah, but in the tournament times, you don't know who's pitching.
Yeah.
So
You're still trying to find your footing, I think, at that time of the year, aren't you?
Yes,
also,
you
it's
are.
playoffs.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Anything. You got to the dance. Now let's see what happens.
Tyler Fishbeck, leading hitter for Bellville in just about every category, takes one up and in for ball 1. Center fielder have him at 480 on the season. And he's just been consistent, solid all year long.
Yeah, power and just tremendous.
With the 6 home runs. Linsizen leading off, had a throw over. He's back in easily. He has 2 home runs on the year. So you got a little pop there at the top of the order if you get a chance. It's going to be tough, though, with that wind blowing. And, Kendall, I think you called it, was it 300? 305, what is it down
it's
the line?
300 down the line,
in right
330
field.
In power, and then 370
This pitch is
straight center.
Downstairs, so Mr. Craig having a little tough time getting comfortable with finding the strike zone, and Tyler has a 2-0 count. And what I was going to mention, guys, is, getting that pitch count built up early.
Matters.
Trying to get him into the bullpen would sure help. This pitch is grounded up the middle, shortstop's up with it. Flips to second for 1. Throw over to first. Not in time to get to Speedy Fishbeck. So fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Peyton Reynolds playing shortstop tonight.
Now batting number 11, Peyton Reynolds.
And Peyton playing with a little heavy heart. His grandma passed away, and thoughts and prayers are with the family.
Yeah.
Yes, that's tough. He stands in there up close to the plate in front of the box, shows bunt, pulls it back, and called a strike. Throw down. There's no way they're going to catch Fishbeck with a stolen base.
Pretty good arm demonstrated by the roughneck catcher that time, Peyton Johnson. He came out of the hole and delivered a high-velocity ball.
Peyton had a pretty good jump. Tyler had a pretty good jump, and You got a man on second with one out. Peyton Reynolds looks at it upstairs, evens count 1-1, a .339 hitter on the season.
John, a little information on the pitching. The fastball's coming in about 87, 88 miles an hour.
Whoa.
He's got a curveball that's breaking in about 66, 67 miles an hour, and he's throwing a four-seam and a two-seam, kind of almost like a cutter, and that's coming in about 81 miles an hour. So I saw at least 3 or 4 pitches that the young man's pitching tonight, but he's got some heat.
Mm-hmm.
And Reynolds now takes it 2-1 as Craig comes set, checks the runner at second, checks him again, and comes to the plate, and fastball catches the outside part, evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Guys, that's quite a bit of speed.
Yeah, he does, and quite a bit of movement on the curveball.
Well, Greg, we got Fishback down there at second. See if he can't tax that pitcher a little bit, get his concentration.
Yeah, I bet he hadn't seen anybody like him before.
And his curveball swung on, lifted in the air. Second baseman goes back on the outfield grass, and he'll make the catch. So 2 outs. Fishbeck will have to stay at second.
That looked like an off-speed pitch there, John, that Reynolds just got underneath and popped it up to the second baseman.
You know, it's a good piece of hitting just to get the bat on the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's quite a bit of difference in that speed.
Big difference,
You can get out in front of it if you're cheating on a fastball, and you're going to hit a few weak ones like that. So now the catcher, Gavin Mays, stands in there with 2 outs. Fishbeck's at second. He reached on fielder's choice, sold second, and first pitch fouled out of play to the right. Gavin Mays, 293 on the season.
Oh,
I got Kendall's car.
Yeah, look at that.
Funny thing is, I was like, I'm not going to park over there, and I parked back there.
Yeah, did anything
could also hit my car. I made sure I parked where it was like could hit my car, but not very likely.
Yeah, pitch inside. Mays backs out.
That was his curveball.
1-1 with 2 outs. How are the Ducks doing?
They're good.
Okay.
Still have 2 of them.
All right.
That's a good thing, right?
They survived the storm.
Mays at the very back of the box, at the front, towards the plate, and his pitch is there at the knees.
Gavin didn't like that one. Turned, looked at blue.
Thought that might have been a little low. So 1-2. He's got to protect the plate now with 2 outs. Nolan Keene on deck. A left-handed hitter wants to get a shot at Mr. Craig. And going on the pitch, it's a high one, and throw down to third, and they're going to,
Got in there, yeah. Got that leg in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. The throw was there, but I think he snuck that leg in.
Yeah. Yeah, and it helped him because that was a curveball that the pitcher threw the home plate, so it gave him another second or so.
A ball and a stolen base. What could be better?
Yeah.
And all 2s on the board.
There you go.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a man on third, and Gavin Mays with a 2-2 count.
How about a pass ball, something like that, you know?
That would work.
There's a lot of room behind home plate.
And Mays goes down swinging. That'll do it for Bellville. No runs, and we go to the bottom of the first.
Howdy, this is Steven Jackson, and when I'm not at a Brahma or Brahmanet sporting event or supporting our local youth at the county fair, you'll find me at Capital Farm Credit. As a cooperative, we've returned almost $2 billion in combined cash and allocated equities to our members through our patronage program since 2006. So when you're ready to secure a loan for that perfect retreat or expand your farming operation, try a partnership that really pays. Give me or Denise McBride a call in Bellville. And like a team and its fans, together we're better. Capital Farm Credit.
Uh-oh, not again. We hope this is not you, but if you do find yourself needing to get dings or dents out of your vehicle, the only call you need to make is Austin County Collision in Bellville. You will drive out with a vehicle looking like nothing ever happened. Tyler Satterwhite and his staff are the paint and body repair specialists. Now let's pull for another Bellville win.
Well, we're at Cy Park High School in Cypress, Texas. The Brahmas and Roughnecks. First game of a 3-game series tonight by district. Brahmas just batted at the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. They left 1 man on base. As we go to the bottom of the first, Roughnecks coming to bat for the first time.
And they'll send to the plate Hayden Coker, their center fielder, followed by Fred Kirshner, the second baseman. and then the catcher, Peyton Johnson. So 1-2-3 to face Cole Newman here in the bottom of the first.
And Bellville with the gray pants, the red shirts, look pretty sharp out there. Columbia, all white.
Yeah.
But, you know, it does no good for me if you're playing on the turf field. You can't get dirty.
Yeah, that's right. And speaking of playing on a turf field, what a beautiful ballpark this is. Just to have the swept grass look, and the dimensions are, you know, reachable on a normal day. I think with the wind blowing today, it'd be quite a chore to drive one out of here, but great ballpark.
Right, but
yeah, right field line is reachable at 300, I guess. And so is the left field line. Yeah.
With the wind blowing that way, you could get one to right center and maybe get a little
drift
help.
It over. Yeah. And the leadoff batter, I believe, is left-handed. I was noticing he fielded left-handed, not in center, and most often, and that is indeed the case. Keys to the game, John.
Hey, you didn't want to get out of the first inning right here. I would love to see Newman have a clean first inning. He doesn't strike out a lot of batters, so, I mean, the fielder's going to have to play some clean defense.
And throw strikes. First pitch is in there for called strike one, exactly what the doctor ordered on the left-hander Coker.
Yeah, you're not going to necessarily overpower him, but, you know, just around the strike zone and make him put the ball in play.
And he's ready and brings that curveball in there for strike two. Cole had a great outing as last time we saw him against Needville. He pitched exceedingly well. I think had one hit batter. It was the only thing that wasn't in the strike zone. He struck out one man, but more importantly than anything, he just let his defense help him. And it called out on strikes.
Good morning,
Coker
good
didn't
afternoon.
like it. He
good
turned around
night.
and had a few words for Blue. No, he didn't. I just picked it up. You
He
can't
also
do that in
pitched-
high school.
He pitched 3 innings versus Franklin at their warm-up match
Yeah,
as well.
I didn't see that. So, yeah.
And that was a
It was
really good game.
2-2 tied. They
Yeah.
just left it.
I mean,
It's a
they're
good little team they
are
have.
very good.
Well, they coming off a state championship in football. You figure they have some good athletes.
Probably.
Another left-handed stick standing in, something we have not seen a whole lot of this year. And Kirshner calls timeout. Apparently, Newman taking too much time for his liking.
Kirshner with that 306 average and the limited stats that we have.
Roughneck second baseman, and first pitch swings and he chops it off his own leg.
Ow. I always wondered what that felt like.
Yeah.
You don't want to. You don't want to.
And I can't tell. I think he's wearing a guard, is he? Doesn't
No,
look like
I
it.
don't believe so. That shin will take a beating on you.
So, Newman set again, 0-1 on Kirshner. High leg kick and brings that curveball in there. One at the call, did Cabin Mays, but didn't get it, and it'll be 1-1.
That's the first pitch that wasn't a strike.
Newman set again, and the pitch to Kirshner, chopped right back to the mound. Newman gloves it, and he'll flip it to Colton Will for the out. 1-3 and 2 gone.
Well, we've said the hardest out to get us the third out, but let's hope.
Yeah, it's
you get that good, quick, clean inning.
And Greg is going to tell us in just a minute exactly what kind of velocity Mr.
Poor
Newman
Greg is putting in the
got
work
tonight.
right now.
He is.
He's getting up, going and getting stats, coming back, leaving again.
And
he's back.
Catcher Peyton Johnson stands in. Big fella. Looks at the first pitch and missed a little high.
All right, John. He's Cole's throwing in the upper 70s. He's 77, 78 miles an hour on his
Curveball
fastball.
grounded to the third baseman. Lynn Seisen takes the big hop, cross the diamond. That's it. 1-2-3 inning.
Woo!
We have played one inning, and our score is Bellville nothing and Columbia nothing.
Hi, I'm Leanne Schultz with Bellville Abstract Company. We have been serving the community since 1927. We offer complete real estate service to make your purchase go as smooth as possible. Let us give you the peace of mind when purchasing a property or home. We support all the youth of Austin County. We are Bellville Abstract Company on the square in Bellville.
Whether you are selling your property or interested in having your family become a part of a wonderful community, looking for land to start new adventures, or a rewarding investment opportunity, Bill Johnson and Associates Real Estate is ready to assist you in finding that special place to call home or the right buyer who will fall in love with your property.
Hey there, Bellville hunters. While you're listening to the Brahmas battle it out, are you dreaming about getting back in that deer stand? Make sure you have everything you need before you head out. Stop in at Lynn Seison's for your Texas hunting license, all seasons feeders, Frio coolers, and of course, Antler Max and deer corn. Whatever you need for a great hunting weekend, the crew at Lynn Seison's will help you with it. We're at 551 West Main in Bellville. Come see us.
After one complete inning, we have Easter eggs on the scoreboard, 0-0. Cole Newman come in and does a great job at the bottom of the first. Host Columbia, no runs, no hits, no errors for the Brahmas. It's 0-0, and the Brahmas are up to bat.
Well, in honor of Kendall, we're going to call them duck eggs. And Nolan King swings at the first pitch, grounds it to the first baseman. He'll try to take it himself, and he does. So one pitch, one out for Bellville.
John, that was just a soft hit ball right down the first baseman. Didn't take a couple steps.
We have sound
first
effects
base,
in this
stadium.
Yeah.
Stadium.
So Cole Newman now will bat, 257 on the season, and wanting to help himself out. You know, I would imagine looking at a few pitches.
We need to get a solid shot. So far, it's been soft contact.
Bounce, first one straight back.
But John, like you say, oftentimes the first time through the lineup, everybody's measuring everybody else, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like being a pinch hitter. I mean, you've never seen this guy probably in the tournament that they played early in the year. That fastball stays upstairs, evens the count 1-1. And
but even then, they might have not pitched this guy.
that's what I'm saying, yeah. Probably didn't in the tournament. Not if we scored that many runs, I wouldn't think. The curveball, and it's going to hit Newman right there in the back.
Bellville faithful.
I want to know what that feels like.
Yeah.
No, you don't. That's the seventh batter so far that we can tell that has been hit.
Well, that was a good thing that was a breaking ball.
Yeah. I was
not his fastball. Yeah. It have felt a little harder.
Now, Greg, 87, 88, that's as high as we've seen this year, isn't
it? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
Top.
Well, we had one. We had somebody touch 90 in one game.
Was that El Campo or no?
Sealy?
No, it wasn't Sealy.
Colton Wills takes the first pitch downstairs for a ball. Newman at first reached on a hit by pitch. Cole doesn't take real big leads, and the catcher does have a pretty strong arm, so you might want to think about bunting him over. Pitch swung on right up the middle. Shortstop makes a play at it and unable to come up with it. So infield single for Colton Will. That's the first hit of the game for either side, and Newman will take second. So Bellville has something going here.
John, once again, we always talk about production from 7, 8, and 9, right?
Yeah. Kind of like the Astros. But, you can't blame the field on a bad hop. This is a brand-new field. It's level. It's padded. The ball's making a true bounce, and so he just mishandled it.
Newman at second, Will at first, and Landon Schumann, second baseman, stands in there. Crowds the plate and swings at the first pitch. Comes up empty.
Need to get Landon going, don't we?
Yeah, you really feel for him. He's played so much ball with select ball and everything else. Been playing all his life and has really struggled here his senior year. And
he's a junior.
A junior. You'd really like to see him get going. And pitch is up and away. Evens the count 1-1.
John, what I'm looking at is we're swinging at that first pitch. I would like, on a new pitcher, let's wait and watch a couple balls before we start swinging.
Yeah, let's see if we can.
Especially after that first inning where he struggled with some control.
And fouling straight back. Schumann down now, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Greg, every time I dispense advice like that, I'm reminded, that's why I'm sitting up here. Because I'm way wrong.
But you got to believe this is their best horse. They're running with right
exactly.
Here. So, want to get that first win.
Sure. And he was off the zone in the first inning.
And his pitch misses down in the end. He was the count 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was his breaking ball again.
More times than not, the team that scores first is going to win. And, especially in the playoffs, that pressure will start building on you. So it'd be nice here with 1 out, 2 men on, just try to squeak out a run or 2.
Landon, go to right center. That's where I would go.
His pitch is going to miss
Ooh,
downstairs.
Blue. I thought Blue was ready to pull the trigger.
That'll fill the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes on second baseman Landon Schumann.
Good at bat, John.
Yes.
Got that full count.
Going to get a little word from Blaze Ballard at first. Go out there and talk to Brian Craig. They'll get set. And no, you got to come after Schumann. He's the number 8 hitter.
Mm-hmm. That's probably what Ballard told her.
And great piece of hitting,
Wow.
Schumann, just to get a
Fought
piece
it
of that
off,
one.
yeah.
Staying in it.
I think Kendall Stark's
Staying
the only
alive.
one I know would have been able to catch up with that fastball.
Oh, yeah. But they should give me a jersey and put me out there, see what I would do. It's not pretty.
All right, full count now. 2 men on, 1 out. Play here in the top of the second. And pitch catching the inside corner, called strike 3. So 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Jackson Richter. Richter, the left fielder tonight, has came on last couple of weeks.
Got moved up about when everybody else did.
And playing a really solid left field.
Greg, he's shown the ability to bunt. Do you let him do that here?
Well, with 2 outs.
2 outs, probably not.
With the look at the depth of look at the depth of your infielders.
Pitch is swung on, fouled back
They're
to
playing
us.
back.
Kendall almost got that one.
I almost did. I looked up and I was like,
"No, you're good."
There's a big
little fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to flinch tonight. do
Yeah,
we?
that's
No,
right.
we don't.
Beautiful net here.
I know. I looked up. I was like, oh, that's going over. And then I realized there's about 10 more feet of net.
And pitch up and away to Richter. Evens count 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Cole Newman stands on second. He got hit by a pitch. Moved over to second by Colton Will, who's on first. And Craig comes set, checks the runner at second. And blows one by Richter that time. 1-2.
87.
I can't
Yeah.
tell. I'm too far off. Like I said, I'm too far at an angle sitting here to get an accurate reading. It said 72 on a gun. I know
Yeah.
it's back.
That's not right.
A little bit more than that, maybe.
We're more than 5% off center. It's not going to be accurate.
And Richter, takes a pitch on the outside corner for strike 3. Nothing doing for Bellville offense. Roy and Carolyn Golan at G Services are proud to help bring you today's game. Lifetime supporters of Bellville Athletics, the good folks at G Services are excited for this season. For farm or ranch needs or fences to be built or rebuilt, call Roy and Carolyn Golan at 979-885-8901. They are Bellville proud and wish all the Brahmas and Brahmanettes good luck.
A community bank helps the local economy by providing lending opportunities and depository needs for businesses and residents of a community. Austin County State Bank is that community bank. We are here to help you with your loan needs, whether you are purchasing a home, car, or just need to plan a vacation. Stop by and visit one of our friendly loan officers today. Austin County State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal opportunity lender.
At LKL Insurance, we pride ourselves on offering fair and competitive prices for insurance to you, our friends and neighbors. We're a name you know and can trust by our service to the community for over 40 years. Give us a call and let us take care of all of your insurance needs. Locally owned and operated, LKL Insurance supports all the area youth and their activities.
Hi, this is Lucas Licky, and you're listening to BellvilleSports.com.
And we're back at Cy Park Baseball Field again. Roughnecks and the Brahmas. Brahmas bat the top of the second inning. They have no runs on 1 hit, left 2 men on base, no errors that inning. We did get some runners, but failed to push them across the field. Roughnecks coming up to bat, Dan.
Well, they are, and their cleanup man, Tate Thrasher, stands in, the shortstop. On the year, has 1 homer, hitting .286. Holds that bat way back over his back and looks at the first offering from Newman. Missed up high for a ball.
You know what I was saying last inning, Newman was throwing his curveball in there about 66, 67 miles an hour. So about the same speed as the Columbia pitcher for his all-speed pitch.
And that curveball is lifted pretty deep out into left center, but moving over is Jackson Richter, makes the glove and makes the play.
Jackson got a really good jump on that one.
He did. He was there waiting on the ball, John. That ball was in right center field, basically in the power alley. And it's a hard-hit ball. It barreled it up good, but into the wind.
Yeah, and again, as we saw with Cole Newman and the last time I saw him anyway, letting that defense do what they can do. And
Yeah.
that's part of it.
And with this guy and my bad eyes, I didn't watch the ball. I just looked to the outfield.
Yeah.
That's been your excuse all along, John.
It is in golf, too.
Brings up Brian Craig, the pitcher, and swings, hits a grounder over to short. Peyton Reynolds up with it, throws across the diamond. Low throw and gets away from Colton Will. So the Roughnecks with their first base runner. And Peyton probably had more time than he thought he did, but in any event, going to go with E. Where, fellas?
6.
Yeah,
Six.
he's 6. Yeah, he didn't charge the ball. He kind of moved
laterally
to his left, and then he stepped out, and it's a long throw.
Looks like pinch runner number 10 is going in for Craig.
We were lucky on that one, too. The ball bounced and hit the
Logan.
runner.
It did,
Instead of going out in the field where he could possibly taken that second base.
I got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Logan Bailey is in to run for Craig, who reaches on the error. And Newman's pitch swung out as a hard shot, and it plays Reynolds and goes into left field. And runners at first and second with one out. And suddenly the Bulls, with play that they hadn't really exhibited in this 3-game winning streak, have put themselves in a bit of a hole.
Yeah, that one ate up Reynolds over there. It played it off to his side and unable to glove it.
Anybody's played baseball, that basically was a short hop. That's a tough play to make.
Yeah, that's a tough play to make. We going with a base hit on that or E6? All right, guys.
That's what I put.
So back-to-back errors, runners at first and second, one out, and another left-handed batter. This time it's Grant Thrasher. And he looks to the first pitch curveball. Cole going to try to battle back and get out of this as he faces Columbia's 7-8. Hopefully just 7 and 8. Don't get to 9.
He's done a real good job throwing that breaking ball outside and letting it break in and just hit the corner of the plate, especially on a left-handed batter.
So the Roughnecks' first real threat of the game. Runner at second, runner at first. There's a big chop over to Wardle, and it plays off the first baseman. He goes to first. Everybody's going to be safe as Linsizen had that one bounce off the
just rolled up his arm.
Base of his glove, yeah. And by the time he was able to get a hand on it, the runner speedily going down the line. Grant Thrasher safe at first. So everybody's safe. Bases are now loaded with Roughnecks. And
good time for a double play here. Infield should be playing in with one out.
Gotcher started with a 184 average.
So Cole needs to shake this off as he faces the third baseman, Cole Gotcher, right-handed batter. And there's a hard shot to second. Landing, there's a chance for 2. And
wow,
Reynolds not able to turn it. Run scores. And looked to me like they had a shot, didn't they?
Yeah, I almost looked like he looked home instead of going to first base, but it would have been a tough play.
So we get one out, but the run comes in to score. And we have now runners at the corners.
Well, you got to go after the number 9 hitter, guys.
Yeah.
So 2 outs.
That one was 6-4, right? Or
yes.
Or
well,
no, it's
4 to 6. Yeah.
Right. Now we got runners on the first base and third, so you'd expect them to test the quarterback, test the catcher here.
Mm-hmm.
And Major Marshall, the left fielder, 208 batter. And he looks at the first pitch.
Maybe a little wide.
Yep, must have missed outside.
It's hard to see from this angle.
Had the right depth from where we're sitting, although.
And the Roughnecks have done all this without getting a base hit.
Yep, 3 errors.
And a fielder's choice, yeah.
So, Newman ready. Looks over to first, comes in with a curveball, had him way out in front, and on a nice pitch by Cole to get the swing and the miss by Major Marshall. Hayden Coker on deck. 2 outs here, 1 run in, 2 on. Bottom half of the second. Roughnecks draw blood first, lead it 1-0.
Marshall really crowds that plate.
Newman's ready, comes in with the pitch and stays outside. 2-1.
I'm glad you were calling that one, Dan.
Yep. I waited.
I wouldn't have waited.
And I'd have been wrong.
Me too.
So 2-1 on the number 9 hitter. Left fielder Major Marshall, ground ball to Reynolds. He flips to Newman. That'll do it. And we go to the top of the third with Columbia leading it 1-0.
All right, we're going to keep it here for this break. And we're going to thank our premium sponsor for today. That's Lynn-Sison's Feed and Supply there in Bellville. They are celebrating their 49th anniversary tomorrow and Saturday there in Bellville. Been in business 49 years. Hours Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Having great deals on steel equipment. Going to have a soil truckload sale. Going to have a special deals on Purina horse feed, Purina Wind and Rain bagged mineral, and Purina Wind and Rain mineral tubs. And for every $10 that you spend, you get a ticket that goes in the bucket, and they're going to have some prizes. Grand prize is $500 Lynn-Sison gift certificate. They're going to have a spray package, a steel gas trimmer, cattle package that includes some 50 doses of Triangle 10 and 50 doses of Ultra Back 8, and a 2.5-liter Apron X warmer, and also a BMX 52 branded Igloo cooler. But we want to thank Lynn-Sison's Feed and Supply for everything they do, being a sponsor and stepping up and being our premium sponsor tonight, John.
And I tell you what, are we back on?
We're on.
Okay,
yeah.
you know, I probably should have waited. I stopped by and talked to Keith about this game yesterday. Probably should have waited and got my stuff there Saturday so I could maybe get a little prize. Lynn-Sison looks at the Blake, perfect timing. Then Bellville comes up.
Yeah.
Blake Lynn-Sison leading off for the Bramers here in the top of the third inning. Bellville trails 1-0 as the Roughnecks were able to score 1 run on no hits. And Lynn-Sison comes up empty on that swing. He's down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes.
Second time through the order, John.
Yeah, and curveball, it just misses. 1-2. Great eye by Blake. And you got to be a hitter now protecting the plate, but oh well.
2-strike hitter.
And right up the middle, and shortstop, he gloves it and is going to turn, make the throw, and gets.
Wow.
Gets Lynn-Sison.
Excellent play by the shortstop.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
slid,
Tate
caught the
Thrasher.
ball.
Wow.
Spun around and made a good throw to first base.
Like Milo would say, you're going to put a blue star by that one.
Yeah, you got to.
Well, and Thrasher, one of their, I would say he would be their number 1 pitcher, I thought, coming in, showing off a heck of an arm at shortstop, had thrown the most innings.
Yeah.
So that was a fine play over there. Now Tyler Fishbeck, he reached on a fielder's choice, stole a couple of bases, pops his first pitch up to the center fielder. He moves towards right and gets underneath it and makes the catch. So quickly, 2 outs.
Yep.
And brings up the shortstop, Peyton Reynolds. Popped out to the second baseman last time up.
Tyler just barely missed that ball. He barreled it up.
Yes,
he just
he
didn't
did.
hit it solid.
Yeah.
Absolutely, he did.
Tell by the way it sounded off the bat.
And sent it a pretty good distance as it
He
was.
did, yeah. In the power alley.
Greg now, first pitch is there at the letters for strike 1.
I'm glad you waited to call that one, John.
Yeah.
They were talking.
Well, you know, this field, if you look at the dimensions, it's not very deep.
No,
Like you got 330 in the power alleys and 300 down the line. So it's not a deep field at all.
Yeah, if you get a hold of one, you get a
370 dead center.
His pitch up and in. Reynolds now with a 2-1 count. as hard as he's throwing, if you barrel one of those up, guys, it's going to travel.
Yeah,
absolutely. So Greg pitching from the windup, 2-1 pitch, and it's inside, makes it 3-1. 2 outs now, guys. You want to build that pitch count up and be sweet to get a
and you need base runners, right?
Yeah, you're down 1-0. You need to just make something happen if you can. And curveball stays upstairs, and Peyton will take the walk and brings up Gavin Mays.
That's something.
Yeah, we'll take a walk, right, John?
You better believe it. Mays struck out his last time up.
We need to tell Gavin you need to demonstrate confidence and have those shin pads off, right?
Yeah.
Assume the walk.
Right.
Assume the base hit, right?
Well, Gavin saw 5 pitches in his at-bat. Stands at the back of the box with that exaggerated open stance. Up in the box and looks at the curveball, falls in there for a strike.
You know, the Columbia team is kind of old school way they're wearing their pants.
Yep.
You know, I thought Kendall would have pointed this out, but, you know, Bellville is definitely styling with their pants rolled up over their knees and stuff and showing their red socks.
Yeah. Columbia got, pitch swung on, hit to the third baseman. He's up with it. Takes his time, throws over to first, and throws offline, but able to tag out Mays, and that'll do it for Bellville. No runs. And Bellville trails 1-0.
No matter if it's your home or business, there's never a good time for your air conditioner to malfunction. At Richter's Heating and Air, we have 6 decades of experience solving those uncomfortable issues. We are the residential experts that will be honest and offer you professional service. Give us a call and let us get you back into the comforts of living you've come to expect.
Dr. Colton Lidke, orthopedic specialist, is dedicated to getting you back to an active lifestyle. As part of Central Texas Sports Medicine, Dr. Lidke treats the full spectrum of orthopedic conditions. Born and raised here in Bellville, he is committed to his Bellville roots and has clinics at the Bellville Medical Center and Bryan College Station. If you need a little help with that aching muscle or joint, don't hesitate to call and schedule an appointment with Dr. Lidke, a proud supporter of Bellville Athletics.
Don't take chances with tires that are starting to wear. Salvador's Tire Shop in Bellville invites you to stop by and let us help you find the right tires to fit you and your needs. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 7:30 till noon. Located across from the fairgrounds on Highway 159, Salvador's Tire Shop supports all the Bellville youth as they roll to another victory.
Welcome back to Cy Park. The Roughnecks lead the Brahmas 1-1 going into the bottom of the 3rd inning. And just want to remind you, the UIL Baseball State Tournament will take place Wednesday, June 7th through Saturday, June 10th at the Dell Diamond in Round Rock. All conference 4A games will take place at UFCU Disch-Falk Field at the University of Texas at Austin. Tickets will be available for purchase at a later date. Check the UIL website
Hayden
for
Coker
more information.
Lays down a bunt. Tough play for Linsizen, and he will not get him. A base hit for Hayden Coker. Greg, that may explain that 420-something average, right? I mean, as you get that kind of speed, you can get a bunt like that, handle your bat,
and
you're going to get on a lot.
Excellent bunt, Dan.
It really was.
It just rolled down the left third base line and stayed foul. It feels like today, if you don't get a spin on the ball, it's going to roll straight.
Oh, yeah.
Flat
the
field.
wind doesn't help that much either.
No.
Well, that brings up Fred Kirshner, 306 hitter.
Play looked close at first base to me, but we don't have a very good angle.
That broke up the no-hitter.
Newman set, checks that runner. And throw back down to first, and back in is Coker. Gavin gamely trying to gun him down, but not quite. If you're just joining us, Roughnecks bat, bottom half of the 3rd. They put the game's only run across the plate. That came in the bottom of the 2nd without the benefit of a hit. But sometimes you don't need a hit.
No, but now the no-hitter's gone.
Now it is. There's another bunt down that third base side. Linsizen up with it, goes to first. Will makes the play, and nice dig by Colton that time, or nice stretch, I should say, as Blake got it down there just in time. And over to second is Coker.
You got to give that a sack bunt. I mean, he was trying to move the runner over.
Yep.
Well, and also that team is trying to see if Bellville's sleeping, and Reynolds did cover third base, because that's the other aspect of that is if no one covers third base, you get from first to third.
Well, that brings up Peyton Johnson, the catcher. He grounded out third to first his first time up. Bats here in the second with a runner in scoring position as the Roughnecks trying to add more. Brahma's trying to slam the door. 1-0. Well, it used to be West Columbia, now just Columbia, right?
Just Columbia, yeah.
It's just Columbia?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a shot to center, and Fishback camping under it, makes the grab, and not going to challenge Tyler's arm. Medium deep center field, not hit all
not
that
too deep.
well.
Too hard.
But I'm like John with my eyes. When I hear the bat, I'm thinking, man, that thing could get out of here. Nope.
Yeah, it was up at the Leopard. Or whatever that animal is.
Yeah. And Tate Thrasher stands in, made a fine defensive play in the top of the inning, and bats now with that runner Coker in scoring position. Infielders holding him close. Now they back off, and the first pitch low. Nice job by Gavin to slide out and keep that in front of him.
He's going to be key tonight, guys. He's going to really need to keep that ball in front of him.
In the cattle market, you say he may be a little fleshy out there, but
He's
a well-built young man.
He is.
Imagine we're going to see him pitching tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Newman with that high leg kick. There's a shot to short. Reynolds up with it across to first.
High throw.
Guns it high.
Tagged
Nice
him.
play by Will to save it. He caught it and then came down and applied the tag. So really nice play by Colton Will. That ends it. We have played through 3 complete. It is 1-0 Columbia.
So, how are the kids?
Well, Emily made the honor roll.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, we're really proud of her. Tyler, on the other hand, though.
What's going on?
He's been moody lately, just feeling down and not like himself.
Oh, we've been there. Nick was struggling last spring. He was so anxious and stressed.
Really? What helped?
Well, he joined the soccer team. And ever since, he's been a lot happier. He has more energy, he's less stressed, and he's definitely in a better mood at home. It's made a huge difference.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad he's getting out of the house, he's getting some exercise, and he's off his phone for once. It's been good for his mental health.
Sounds like it's been good for your mental health, too.
Participating in Texas high school sports improves students' physical and mental health. Encourage your son or daughter to get involved. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
And welcome back to Cy Park High School. It's 1-0. Roughnecks lead the Brahmas going into the top of the 4th inning. And I forgot to mention, you can text us at 979-270-1402. That's 979-270-1402. Tell us where you're listening from or having a shout out for one of the players.
Go, Johnny, go, go, go. Shane Hill's listening in Concord, California. Last time he was in Heflin, Alabama. He gets around.
He gets
from
around.
Brenham.
Well, I was hoping the left-handed stick could get us going. Maybe a new look for the pitcher.
Nolan Keene stands in there. He grounded out to the first baseman unassisted his last time up. Swings and pops this one out of air, out of play to the left side. Down in the count, 0 balls and 2 strikes. And Dan, we're going to have to figure out sometime, maybe next inning, we'll start this day in baseball by John.
Yeah, sure. Get something going.
0-2 pitch is fastball swung and get a nice job getting a piece of that one.
Yeah.
Keene had a .313 average coming into tonight's game.
And John, I also want to congratulate Hunter Kunkel. He qualified for the state track meet, the 300-meter intermediate hurdles, ran a season best 39:15 at regional to claim first place, and he's moving on to the state tournament.
Woo!
Good for him.
Great job. Going to pitch swung
There
on,
it is.
and it's going to fall in front of the left fielder.
John, there's that sweet swing you like.
Yes, it is from the left side.
Yeah,
Just punch
short,
it out
compact.
there.
Well, you hit the pitch. That was an outside pitch, and he hit it to the left field.
Went
so
with it,
instead
yep.
of trying to pull it, he just hit where the ball was, and it was a good, safe base hit.
So we got the leadoff runner on with a base hit, and we had a leadoff runner on in the first inning. Wasn't able to come anything from that.
Gonna make something happen now.
Yeah, Cole Newman now tried to bunt, pulled it back, and the pitch was high. Take it for ball one.
Their third baseman was charging.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully he sees that. And
they called that a strike.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, I didn't think he pulled it back.
Columbia fans might have coaxed that one out of Blue.
I believe it's probably the right call. 0-1. And again, showing bunt and offered it, and they're going to have caught stealing on Keene at first as he traveled too far off.
Fundamentals of baseball, right, Greg? Yep.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was a hit and run there or he just got a little aggressive on the base and got caught. Catcher's got a good arm.
Yeah,
he does. He really does.
Peyton Johnson down there showed it off, and Blaze Billard, this pitch down low.
That came one pitch too late, didn't it?
Low and inside, gets past the catcher. So leadoff single gets picked off at first, and now Bellville trying to manufacture something here with you got the 6-7 hitters due up here. Reynolds swings and comes up empty. Newman, I'm sorry. Goes down on strikes, 2 outs, and it'll bring up Colton Will, the first baseman, who singled his last time up. Hoping he can continue this good luck. Had 47 pitches going into this inning. 55 pitches at this point here. And
he's had a couple of quick innings, too.
Yeah.
He had one inning where he struggled.
First pitch is up and in for ball one. On first baseman Colton Will. Colton had a good play over there. This pitch catches the inside corner for strike one. 1-1.
The umpire likes the low balls tonight, so he's been calling it both ways.
Right.
Consistency is what you want. This pitch swung on, hit up the middle. Shortstop charges it, throws on the run, and makes the out at first. That'll do it for Bellville. Going to the bottom of the fourth, Bellville trails 1-0.
Dr. Paul Beckwith at Sealy Eye Center and his professional eye care team invite you to call 979-627-7400 today and speak with their friendly staff to request a consultation or make an appointment. Their goal is to cover your needs with a full and efficient assessment without waiting to see a doctor. The local and only choice for your eye care, Sealy Eye Center.
While we are in this busy time of the year, it never seems like there's any time to slow down. Let Industry State Bank make things simpler for you. Use our online banking service, set up bill pay, or use our mobile banking app with check deposit to stay on top of things while you're on the go. And try mobile card controls within our app, which allows you to turn your debit card off and on, set spending limits, and receive alerts. Let us help you make life simpler. Industry State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And we're back at Cy Park High School. Brahma's come up empty again in the top of the fourth inning and still trail the Roughnecks 1-0 here going into the bottom of the fourth. Update, just to remind you, the softball team's going to be in action tomorrow night in Georgetown. They're going to be playing Bernie in a one-game area round. They defeated Columbia for the bi-district championship this past week. The game's at 7 p.m. in Georgetown.
And Kendall, one-act play, you said.
Oh, yes, we're having our community performance of Over the River and Through the Woods on Saturday, May 6th at 6.
And Brian Craig, the pitcher, steps in, the number 5 hitter. He has scored the game's only run. Got on an error, looks at a strike from Cole Newman. Cole coming right at him. Reached on an error and came around to score. That is the only score of the game, 1-0. Lead by Columbia. Swung on and lifted, popped up off the right side. Will move into foul territory and makes the play. Battled that one with the breeze, but nice job to stay with it.
Since we talked about the breeze blowing from left field to right field, that ball kind of carried over into the foul territory.
Yeah. Started out fair, I think, and then kind of drifted over.
Yeah, you see the flags out there?
Mm-hmm. Standing straight out on it.
And Colton Will did a great job to stay with it.
He did.
Want to mention the Bellville FFA team got 10, I think, going to state. 10 different.
Wow.
Did a great job with
Blaze.
Dietze and company.
First baseman Blaze Villard looks at a first pitch strike from Newman.
That was his breaking ball.
That was good.
Bellard also reached on an error, made it as far as third. And there's a good pitch again, low curveball, I think. Broke it off.
Once, you're going to try it again, you know.
You know, John, you were talking earlier about how the white pants don't get dirty, but
yeah.
I think they still do get dirty on turf.
That might be from the bench, though.
0-2, high leg kick, and the fastball stays outside and high.
I don't know, John. You know, baseball is a superstitious sport. Maybe since they've been winning, they just haven't washed the uniform.
There you go.
That's exactly right. That makes a lot of sense.
That's Kendall gets an ugly face over there.
Yeah. 1-2 delivery. That curveball, he topped out, and it's in front of the plate. Mays will throw to first. Got him. So nice play by Gavin to jump out quickly, glove that one, and fire it on to Colton Will.
Throw his hat off in the active bit.
It was a, check swing. And, I'll tell you what, Mays did a great job to jump out there and get himself set, not rush the throw.
And move over so he's not throwing down the line over the runner's shoulder, right?
Exactly.
Well, that brings up Grant Thrasher. Also, he hits the first pitch to Landon Schumann. Schumann flips it to Will. That's it. It's 1-2-3 inning for the Roughnecks. We go to the top of the fifth with our score. Columbia 1, Bellville nothing.
If you have a piece of property that needs work, call Bolton's Dozer Service. They do more than dozer work, like land clearing, backhoe, and trackhoe work. How about a lake? They have been serving Bellville and the Sealy area and all of Austin County with pride. The fine folks at Bolton Dozer Service support all the youth of Austin County and encourage Bellville to dig deep for another win.
Here at Austin County Printing, we love all things Bellville, and our Brahmas and Brahmanettes are at the top of the list. We've been a locally owned business since 1979, and the Hoppy family has been honored to serve Bellville as its printer for almost a decade now. Stop by if you need quality, quick printing, or design services for your business, family, or special event. From shirts and caps to signs, banners, and business cards, we have everything needed to make you look good. Come by and see us.
First National Bank of Bellville is a proud supporter of our Fighting Brahmas, Brahmanettes, and their coaching staff. With First National Bank of Bellville's mobile apps, banking on the go has never been easier. Check balances, transfer money, deposit checks, and pay bills all from the convenience of your phone. Anytime, anywhere. First National Bank of Bellville is here to help you reach all your banking goals. Download our iPhone and Android apps today. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Schumann leads it off for Bellville, takes the first pitch down and in for ball one. Schumann went down on a called strike in the second inning, and his pitch is there at the letters, and it counts 1-1.
Two straight fastballs.
Just me, or this game moving along real fast?
It is very fast.
Is.
I think it is.
We're 50 minutes in.
4 innings in.
And pitch is going to catch the inside corner, so Schumann now looking at a 1-2 count.
Just remembering last week at Wharton, how slow that game was.
Oh,
yeah.
Schumann's last at bat, he struck out.
Yeah.
Called out, yeah.
Craig's been cruising here. This pitch swung on, hit to the shortstop, and Thrasher's up with it, throws across the diamond, pulls the run, first baseman off, but they get the out very forcefully for the first out.
I don't guess you can slide anymore, huh?
I don't know. Hey, we're gonna try
I
to.
think you can slide.
You can. I think you can. We're gonna try to break things up here. We'll do this day in baseball by John as Jackson Richter stands in there. He was another victim of the strikeout. In 1969, the Astros tie a major league record by turning 7 double plays in a game versus the San Francisco Giants, a 3-1 win for your hometown Astros. First pitch outside for ball one.
Let's see if we can get Jackson started now that you're started, John.
There you go. Right. Bob Watson in 1975 scored the 1 millionth run in Major League history as Rector swings through that one.
That was one of my pitches, guys.
I know it.
Yeah, Steven's going after that one.
Well, Jackson looked at that short porch and right and said, you know what?
Yeah, he was going for it. And Craig now slowing it down a little bit and pitch up and away and gets the outside corner called. 1-2 on Jackson Richter.
It's right across the letters there. That's pretty high in the zone.
It was right there, painting the black, I believe.
He got a big up and down zone, didn't he?
He does.
Yeah.
In his last at bat, he also struck out looking.
And this was swung on, hitting the air to the right side. Right fielder
well
going.
Fair.
And he catches it just in foul territory. Richter did he got a piece of it.
He did. He
for that
hard.
Yeah.
And Bob Watson's scoring the 1 millionth run. It was on a home run by Milt May, and he didn't just jog around the bases. He gave it a full blown.
Full blown.
Yeah. And we're going to go to the top of the order in Blake Linsizen, who walked his first time up and grounded out to the shortstop in his 2 trips to the plate. Looks at swings through the first pitch for strike 1. Got out in front of that one, Greg.
Yeah, it was a breaking ball.
Grant Thrasher, the right fielder, had a nice play on that last one to get Richter.
Ran a pretty good ways. This
was a good hit.
Base hit over the shortstop into center field.
All right, let's get a 2-out thing going. How about it?
Yeah,
that sounds good with me.
Linsizen on that swing was nice and level. He hit that fastball just right over the shortstop's head. So that was a beautiful hit.
And that's going to bring up Tyler Fishbeck, who reached on a fielder's choice and also flew out to center field. In 1989, Barbara Bush becomes the first lady to throw out a ceremonial first pitch in Arlington as the Rangers lose to the Yankees. Normally you got the president doing it, but this was the first lady. Going on the pitch and called a strike on the inside corner, and Linsizen gets the stolen base without a throw.
Was that
he got a good
ball?
break. No, I wasn't watching the ball. I was watching the runner at that time. He got a really good break on the pitcher. Pitcher didn't hold him on at all.
And I think it might have been a breaking ball, too. It broke in over that inside edge.
And another curveball. Nice piece hitting by Fishbeck just to get a piece of it.
2 strikes, Tyler. You're going to have to cover up that plate, huh?
2 strikes.
Tyler is a curveball, breaking ball hitter. So.
In 1985, Cal Ripken, en route to the all-time consecutive games played record, passes Brooks Robinson's Oriole record of 464 games.
Wow.
That seemed like a lot back then, but Fishbeck comes up empty on that one. It'll do it for Bellville. No runs, but do get 1 hit, and Bremers trail after 4.5 innings, 1-0.
Hi, I'm Danny Brost. At Brost & Sons, we have the knowledge and experience you can trust to fix most any troubles you have with your vehicle. Small or large, engines, diesel or gas, we've got the answers to your problems. Call or stop by Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Let Brost & Sons get you back up and running. Now let's get you back to the game.
Worn out with long wait times for prescriptions and long hold times for answers to your pharmacy questions? Tired of your chain pharmacy providing you plain, poor old service? Come to Walters Pharmacy, located in the Bellville Medical Center office building, and expect fast, friendly, and professional service. Walters has been treating customers like neighbors since 1977. Carmen will greet you with a smile and warm welcome. Go see Mike, Jill, and Tammy for all your medication needs.
Michelle George.
Welcome back to Cy Park Baseball. The Brahmas come back empty again that inning. They had no runs on 1 hit, left 1 man on base, no errors, no walks, and 1 strikeout. Remind everybody that the Spring Sports Banquet is Monday night, and we're going to be inducting 1 team and 5 individuals into the Bellville Athletic Hall of Honor.
Do I get honored at that for doing Bellville? I'm messing.
You might have to wait a while.
And Kotcher will lead it off for the Roughnecks, right-handed batter, and first pitch is swung on and missed.
He was behind on that fastball.
I've only got 2 left of this day in baseball, Dan. I think I can get him in this inning.
Roll him in. Number 8 batter, Cole Kotcher, and bounces one in there, does Cole Newman, to even things up 1-1. What you got, John?
1966, Willie Mays becomes the National League's all-time home run leader when he hits number 512 off the Dodgers' Claude Osteen. He added a few more at since then. And
swung and ripped foul down the right side by Mr. Kotcher. 1-2 now the count.
We're going to have to wait and get somebody to go. First base coach going to have to jog out there. Give me time to tell you, in 1939, Boston rookie Ted Williams, in his first ever at-bat in Detroit, becomes the first player to hit a home run that cleared the right field seats at Briggs Stadium.
Ooh. Couple of old-timers there, and the pitch just missed. Bellville fans wanted it, didn't get the call, 2-2. And
umpire buckled his knees on that one.
Yeah, he did. Might have wanted to call. So the number 8 batter with a 2-2 count, nobody out, batting here in the bottom of the 5th. There's a swing and lifts one foul down the right side, giving chase and moving over that way is Kent
Schubert.
And he runs out of room.
Oh, little Scotty. He got some wheels on him out there.
Yes, he does.
Little Scotty.
Ballpark kind of narrows up toward that corner. It's pretty wide right around the dugout, but then it bends back in. So we'll do it again. 2-2 is the count on Cole Kotcher. Newman's pitch. There's a little topper to the mound off his glove and unable to field it, and it's safe at first base is Kotcher. And what do you think, fellas? Ladies and fellas? E1?
Yep. E1.
Well, yeah, I think the ball hit the plate, and I think Hatton's got a
got a
good
legitimate
job.
It had a funky kind of bounce.
Yeah, because he got hit when he was in the batter's box.
And they are going to have an umpires conference.
Because that should have been a foul ball.
Yeah, Bellville would love for that to be the outcome.
And we've got some Scooby-Doo. No, not Scooby-Doo.
No, Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown playing.
Linus and Lucy.
Wrong dog.
Well.
And they
don't leave it alone.
They're going to.
Says it hit the ground.
Okay, well.
I read his lips.
You know, the pitcher came off and the mound. He tried to backhand that ball, and the ball had some spin on it.
So how do you want to score that?
I'm still giving it a
E1.
Yeah, one unfortunately.
Bounced off his glove.
Brings up Major Marshall, left fielder, grounded out short to first his first time up to end the second inning, which was the inning in which the Roughnecks scored. And he gets a nice bunt down, and Newman will go to first, gets the out there, and over to second is Kotcher.
It looked like he had plenty of time to get the lead runner there at second base, but he chose to throw back to first base and get the sure out. So nothing wrong with that. He got one out now.
Yeah, and sometimes when you look, that's just enough to not get the out.
That's right.
Well, and on that particular play, you know, Mays has got to be able to call and tell him where to go with that.
Yeah. Newman was also being very careful because that's the error he just made.
Yeah, and backhanded that ball.
Very careful.
He didn't. I don't know if he had to backhand it, but
back
he did.
To the top of the order, and it's Hayden Coker. Struck out looking in the first and bunt single in the third. Made it as far as second. So 1 for 2 unofficially, John. But I'm feeling pretty good about a 1 for 2.
I do. I like that.
And the pitch is there's a
hard
grounder
ball
hit
down first baseline.
headed into the corner.
He got out in front of that one.
He sure did.
They're making one of the managers go get the ball now.
Get his sprints in.
Maybe.
Actually.
I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say, as young as he is, it's not a coach running down there. He's got some legs on him.
On that sack bunt, that was pitcher to first, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Runner at second, it's Kotcher, gets his lead. Curveball is just a bit outside.
Mays tried to frame that pitch for him, but umpire didn't have anything with that, so he left it outside and called it a ball.
1-1. Coker, a dangerous hitter, came in hitting .421. Led the team in RBIs and in homers with 3. Newman set, pitching from the stretch. Got leg kick, brings it in. Curveball is in there this time, and that is looking very much like one of the 3 pitchers Coker saw in the first inning.
Yeah, that was basically a breaking ball outside. Just broke in right over the black and got a strike.
So 1-2, 1 out here. Sure could use another one. Bellville trying to hang tight. Roughnecks with a runner in scoring position, and that curveball this time, Coker turns on it, lifts it high towards second. Schumann out in short center, gloves it, and 2 gone. So big out that time.
That was big.
I
mean,
needed that.
They needed to talk.
We
That was the
need
main
one
thing.
more.
Get a shallow fly ball like that.
And unable for the runner to advance.
Yeah.
One more.
I want to give a big shout out to Mike Monyak, my buddy out there listening in Sealy.
Well,
Go ahead.
John Debby and Ronnie Pilchek, as always, out in the industry listening in, said we were coming in loud and clear. They liked what Mr. Jackson had to say.
It's just like being here, you know. Look at
Yeah.
the traffic.
I tell you, this is a great.
This is a camera. He's got elevated camera. Shows a great view of the field.
They got a better view than us.
Fred Kirshner, it's
the
a hard shot up the middle, and this could
Gonna
score
score
a run. Coming
Could be a
around,
play.
and the throw is in,
Fishbeck got him.
and he
Oh,
is
yeah, he's
got
out.
it. Beautiful crawl by Tyler Fishbeck. Erased the runner.
Boy, beautiful
Whoa,
throw.
What a play. We go to the top of the 6th, 1-0.
What do you
Columbia.
even write? What do you even write at that point?
Jewelry in Bellville has a perfect gift for every occasion. We carry everything from diamonds to Kendra Scott, Ronaldo, Unide 50, E. Newton, John Hart, and Hollis, just to name a few. We're your one-stop jewelry store located on the square at 16 South Holland Street in Bellville. As former Bremenettes, we're wishing all the Bremas and Bremenettes the best of luck this season. Michelle Jewelry on the square in Bellville.
Go Bremas and Bremenettes!
The first step you take is the most important with any project. So call Heidner Concrete in Bellville or West End Ready Mix in Industry to get your job started off on the right foot. We have been serving the community for over 7 decades and will continue to offer fair and competitive prices. We cheer and support all the area youth and look forward to helping you. Go Bellville!
All right, we're back at Cy Park. What an exciting play at home plate that time. He tried to come in, and he was tagged out by Mays. Who made the throw?
Tyler
Fishbeck.
Tyler Fishbeck
Number
from center
4.
field.
I like Greg's
Bremen still
observation. Whether he got the out or not, it was a heck of a throw and worth
it was.
watching. Huh?
It was.
On a line.
Well, let's hope the Bramers will listen to the Black Eyed Peas, and let's get it started right here with the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up. Bellville trailing 1-0 after that great play at the plate.
There it is.
Base hit. Oh, man, out to left field. Peyton Reynolds tagged that one.
Just kind of reached out and slapped
He
that one.
did. He reached out and hit a fastball and just pulled the ball right over to third baseman and got a good base hit in left field.
That's what we like to see.
So-
First pitch, first runner on.
Yeah, finally, another leadoff hitter on. It happened in the last inning, and no, 2 innings ago, Nolan King, but he got picked off.
Shades El Campo. Mace needs to hit a home run here.
Yeah.
Bunt attempt high, throw down first, and
Ooh, don't get strung out.
I tell you, that was almost deja vu, wasn't it?
We need you there.
Well, John, sometimes a defensive play can ignite a team. You know,
Yes,
get you started.
exactly.
Get that adrenaline going.
And Mays now. 1-0 pitch. And bunt in the air. And a great job by the third baseman to come up with the catch. Oh, man.
That was a great
I thought he
catch.
missed it, but that was his sunglasses that fell off his hat. So great play by third baseman. Never hesitated. He laid out there and caught the ball in foul territory.
So
Yep.
Bellville not having any, much luck go their way right now.
Nothing seems to be falling, but hey, you got the runner on first, only one out, John.
That's right.
Don't
Nolan
you put
King,
some stars around that play?
Nolan King had that single his last time up, so he's been able to time Craig down, and the first pitch blows it by him.
That was Cole Kocher, the man who was thrown out at, to end the inning for Columbia,
really?
is the man who made the play.
Trying to make amends for him.
He hustled. And pitches swung on and lifted foul out of play towards the Bellville dugout. 0-2 the count now with 1 out on designated hitter Nolan King.
You know, now with the left-handed batter, that catcher can't throw that ball to first base as easily as he does with left-handed hitters or right-handed hitters.
Got to be the 2-strike hitter here, huh?
That throw over and back easily is Reynolds. Yeah, the catcher's got a pretty good arm, and
does.
he's quick. He's
Yeah.
very athletic back there. So Bellville can keep that in the back of their mind for tomorrow's game, win or lose. We'll be here again tomorrow. And just getting a piece of it now, Keene staying
Whoa.
alive.
Man.
Staying alive, staying alive. Oh, the wind's picking up.
Yeah, it is. Blowing all my coloring book. I mean, my score sheet.
Looks like it's blowing in more now.
The question to Kendall there, John, is when did that song come out?
That was before her time.
I think my dad has told me
There
once
it
or
is.
twice.
Right up the middle. Shortstop is going to field it, step on second, and throw to
Double
first.
play.
A double play ball. That'll do it for Bellville. No runs on one hit, and Bremen's trail 1-0.
If you're looking for some good old-fashioned German smoked sausage or those perfect steaks for the grill, take a drive out to Eckerman's Meat Market in Shelby. Eckerman's will gladly fill your order small or large with their freshest meat and sausage. Just call Buck or Arlie to help you with your order. Deer hunters, bring your deer to Eckerman's where your deer remains your deer from start to finish. True to their slogan, a fresh cut from the country, Eckerman's Meat Market in Shelby.
I'm Brad Wiest. I have the honor and privilege of working alongside my brother Travis and our mother Joy here on our historic ranch and at Natural Bridge Caverns, our family business. We love the land, love this place that we grew up on. We're growing and expanding, everything that we have here to offer. Each generation has an opportunity to build upon what the previous generation did. And Capital Farm Credit is a partner in that. With them, we are able to grow this legacy.
Visit CapitalFarmCredit.com.
At the top of the 6th inning, the Brahmas have a double play, put them down as they still trail the Roughnecks 1-0 here as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's time to step up, play some defense, and come back and get some offense top of the 7th, Dan.
Got to get that run and hold them in the bottom of the 6th. 3, 4, and 5 batters up for the Roughnecks. That's Johnson, Thrasher, and Craig.
This can be an important inning. Try to hold it at 1 run.
Yeah. And
Let's make something happen here.
big fella flew out to center. Tagged it pretty well his last time up. Looks at a curveball that did something that Blue didn't like, and it's a ball.
Guess it stayed a little bit too far in. Wasn't much.
1-0. Swings and sends one sailing down the right field line, foul and out of the park.
Sometimes we're telegraphing that curveball.
Telegraphing?
Yeah, Cole, when he brings his hand.
Kind of aims a little bit.
Yeah, and with his hand, it's not coming out the same angle.
And hard hit down the line. Fair ball, left field, headed to the corner. Richter cuts it off. Johnson likely not a threat to run. He'll hold on with the single.
He pulled that ball right down third base
did.
line. He hit it hard.
Blake Linsizer made a valiant effort trying to get it just a little bit too tall for him.
And Richter got over there in a hurry.
That's
and got
the
it
key
back
to
in.
it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I thought it had a double. I thought it was going to be an easy double.
Brings up Thrasher. He flew to left in the second and then grounded out short to first in the third.
John, this is probably their third time through the lineup.
We got a substitute runner in there, I'm
Yes.
thinking. Number 10 again.
As the coach, you want to, is he thinking about putting in a different pitcher if we get another batter on base?
Gets the bunt down and go to first with it and gets the out there. Again, nice job by Mays to jump out and then move over so he had a throwing lane.
Excellent bunt by the Columbia.
Clean up batter. Lays a bunt down.
Lays a bunt down and executed it well.
Yeah.
Sacrifice bunt?
Yep. And, I had 43 pitches coming into the inning for Newman, and he's thrown 4, so 47 pitches.
That's what I got.
40. Okay. It's well under what you would need. He can go a long ways.
No,
at
it's just
this
the
rate.
fact that they've
yes,
seen him 3
he's seen him times. Exactly, I know.
Do you change up, put somebody else in there?
Right.
Where are they in their lineup, John?
Brian Craig steps in. He
Halfway.
reached on an error,
through
scored in
Number
the
5.
second,
Third time.
and then popped up to first in the fourth. 0 for 2, but 0 for 2, but scored a run. Only run of the game so far. That came in the bottom of the second, and so far the Roughnecks making it stand up.
Well, as y'all pointed out, they've had a lot of runners on base, but not from hits, but by
errors.
Getting his lead at second is the runner, and Craig looks at the pitch low. Cole
is that breaking ball outside.
Has a 1-1 count. One out here with a man on second in scoring position, and I believe that's number 10 again, isn't it, Logan Bailey?
Yes, I believe you're right.
Speedster out of Columbia. Schumann breaks that way, but nothing doing. High leg kick, pitch on the way, and stayed low. 2-1.
See, that fastball has a higher angle where he's bringing it out of his glove, throwing it, and the curveball he's dropping down a little bit more. And, if you're watching close, you can pretty well tell.
And third time through, yeah. But let's see if he can't do what he does best. That is Cole Newman, throw strikes and let his defense help him out.
John, at our age, you might see it, but you still can't react.
Yeah,
to it.
you still ain't going to hit it. Well, speaking of getting hit, almost getting hit was the pitcher, Craig. Dodged out of the way. And
get some payback there.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hit Newman earlier in the ball game. And so now a hitter's count, 3-1 with one out. And Craig, the number 5 batter, so likely able to handle the bat. Looks at a strike, though. 3-2, full up.
Good pitch.
Cole coming back on him, trying to get that out. Brahma defense.
Full count. Strikeout here would be wonderful.
A punch out would be good, huh?
He struck out the very first batter of the game, and that's been it as far as the K's.
Full count delivery, high leg kick, curveball. It's hit well into center field, coming in, and a nice jump by Fishbeck makes the grab and gets that second out, and there you go, Greg, the defense.
That's defense there, and I don't think they're going to try Fishbeck's arm to try to take third base.
No, I think that's been showcased, right?
Yeah.
And
y'all were talking about it earlier. That's the first batter that had got 3 balls, had a 3-ball count.
Yeah, and so Cole, excellent control.
Yes.
We showed that the last time he pitched.
Yeah.
He had really good control.
Yep.
Blaze Bellard, the first baseman, steps in. 354 hitter coming in and reached on an error. And then on a put-out in the 4th inning, catcher to first.
Yeah, that, excuse me, little
Yeah,
swing.
the little topper out there. 1-0. First pitch missed. Newman glances back at the runner. From the stretch, comes to the plate, swung on top towards short. Reynolds comes up with it, guns it across, and Ditch got him. It was close, but that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th with our score, Columbia 1, Bellville nothing.
Ooh.
We all like to see hard hits in sports, but not on our vehicles. If you've been involved in an accident, let us at Austin County Collision take care of your dents, dings, and scratches. We'll fix you up good as new. Now let's get back to the hard hits of this game. Go Bellville!
Hi, I'm Haley Pless with Bellville Abstract Company. As the Brahmas and Brahmanettes search for the title this year, let us help you and yours. At Bellville Abstract Company, we will research the property to make sure you have a valid title. We offer title insurance and a complete buying service from start to finish. Located at 19 North Bell, Bellville Abstract gladly supports the youth of Austin County. Go Bellville!
Welcome back to Cy Park High School here in Cypress. The Brahmas hold the Roughnecks to no runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to the top of the 7th. Brahmas have to score at least 1 run here.
It's do or die time, and Bellville's going to be sending up to 6, 7, 8 hitters due up. Cole Newman, Colton Will, and Landon Schumann. Newman went down swinging his last time up, but reached on a hit by pitch in the 2nd.
John, you talk about an evenly played game. Each team with 3 hits. Each team has left 5 men on. And the only difference is the inning with the 3 errors, and they were able to coax a run across.
So Newman now takes the first pitch for a called strike.
So both Craig and Newman have done a whale of a job.
They
on
really
the mound.
have. And the pitch counts are low. Craig, I had him at 68 pitches coming into this 7th inning, and this pitch is going to get the call again. Quickly ahead, 0 balls and 2 strikes on Cole Newman.
Mind your way.
No.
Oh, okay. We're trying to do anything. Just swung on right up the middle. Shortstop. He's
trouble.
Move over, get it. At double clutches, makes the throw, and gets the out by a half a step.
You know, that's twice tonight that the ball has bounced off of the pitcher's mound to our left, and the,
Yes.
and the shortstop has made an adjustment and made a great play at first base.
Yeah.
Good job throwing on the run and had the double clutch. And I thought maybe we might get that one beat out, but now we're with 1 out. Colton Will stands in there. He's 1 for 2, singled in the 2nd, and grounded out to the shortstop in the 4th. That first baseman playing a fine game over there at the bag, too. Looks at the first pitch for a called strike.
One of the Blue Star defensive plays of the game.
Yeah.
With that high jump and applied the tag.
And next pitch is misses maybe a little high and wide of the plate, so evens count 1-1 on first baseman Colton Will.
Reminiscent of some of the defensive plays John Marcinkiewicz made in the day.
Anybody ever thought anything I did was it was on the mound. It wasn't in the batter's box. I will guarantee you.
Trying to help out here, John. Get something going.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here playing the top of the 7th. The Brahmas trail 1-0. We hope you've enjoyed the game. And
hey, come on. I was hoping
just
trouble.
a little dribbler to the left side out of play. Regardless of how this game comes out, we are going to play again tomorrow at 7 o'clock.
Yes, we are.
And if you can't be here, I encourage you. It's a beautiful place to come out and watch. If you can't, though, you can check it out on BellvilleSports.com.
Friday night, come on out and support this team.
You better believe it. Yeah, swung, hit foul out, play to the right side, first baseman giving chase, and it's going to run out of real estate. And Colt Will lives to see another pitch.
Fighting some pitches off here, though, isn't he? Yeah,
he is doing a good job with it. Oh, we got to get a hit here for Kendall.
Staying alive.
All right, I need to get her to come.
Why for me?
Well, so you can have something to sing about.
Yeah.
I have to get her to come out
We
and
need
sing.
another song.
Yeah. I have to get her to come sing karaoke. 1-2 pitch now, and fastball catches the inside part of the plate for strike 3.
Beautiful pitch.
Yep.
It was a great pitch. And
Colton didn't argue, did he?
No.
Yeah.
That was just right there in the middle of the zone.
Nothing you could do about that one. Wasn't ready for it. And we're down to the last out. And Landon Schumann, he's 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out to third. His 2 trips up tonight. And comes up empty on the first swing.
He was way behind there. I'm sure that fastball's back up in the upper 80s again.
And I would imagine we're going to see a couple more of those.
Yeah.
And another fastball and just misses off the plate.
When you frame it and it skips out of your glove, you're not going to get that call, are you?
No, you're trying to pull it back in and you kind of whiff on it.
It happens. Huh?
It do happen.
2 outs.
Craig now kicks and delivers. Fastball misses wide of the plate.
Landon working. Need a base runner, right?
Yeah, we do.
Anything can happen
He
after
may be
that.
overthrowing a little bit right here,
Oh,
guys.
he's feeling it right.
Yeah, he wants to get
Complete
the strikeout
game.
here. Yeah.
Adrenaline is high.
And another fastball.
Oh, might have
and
helped
Schumann,
him.
That was a ball.
But getting a piece of it,
that was a Steven Jackson strike.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Steven's going yard on that one.
Yeah.
2-2.
Anything below the letters, Steven's watching it. Anything above the letters, he's swinging.
Tomahawk chop.
I'd say he goes low again.
And
breaking ball.
Nope. It's
Whoa. Stayed upstairs, didn't he?
It did.
Yeah, just above the letters, so
That was
full
outside,
count.
too.
Once again, I'm reminded, stick with the microphone. So full count, John?
Full count
All
with 2 outs.
Need a base runner. You gotta be defensive. You know that, right?
This is not stressful at all.
Not at it. And in the air to the right side, right fielder giving chase, and in foul territory, makes the play, and that's going to do it. Bellville falls 1-0 here in this opening game of the series.
And we'll be right back to finish this up with some stats from John and the crew.
Bill Johnson Real Estate is ready to assist you to find that special place you call home. After purchasing the business in 2016, my wife, Kim, and I have strived
to provide the high quality and personalized service the company has been known for over the last 50 years. Like many of our agents, we have firsthand experience of country living and are extremely proud to call Austin County home. As our slogan states, Texas is our territory.
Hey there, Bellville hunters. While you're listening to the Brahmas battle it out, are you dreaming about getting back in that deer blind? Make sure you have everything you need before you head out. Stop at Lynn Sison's for your Texas hunting license, all seasons feeders and parts, Yeti gear, and of course Purina Antler Max and deer corn. Whatever you need for a great hunting weekend, the crew at Lynn Sison's does our best to have it on hand for you, with friendly service too. We're at 551 West Main in Bellville. Come see us.
Roy Golan is synonymous with Bellville Athletics. A former player, he came back to coach the Brahmas for 19 years. With those kinds of ties to the community, you can trust G Services to take care of your farm, fence, or ranch needs. Give Roy or Carolyn Golan a call. Their work is as good as their word. Now let's go Bellville and get this win.
And we're back at Cy Park High School. The Brahmas fall in this one 1-0 to the Columbia Roughnecks. But there's a game tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Again, it's a best 2 out of 3 series, so let's hope the Brahmas can come back tomorrow night, take a win, and take this game to Saturday. It looks like John still may be adding up some numbers over there for the final stats, and while he's doing that, we didn't get to bring this up during the game, but want to remind everybody of the Mindy Moses 5K Memorial Fun Run. That's going to be on Saturday, May 20th here in Bellville. Go to their Facebook page and Twitter, and you can sign up. There's a link on there. Big support for scholarships for students and everything. Mindy Moses 5K Memorial Fun Run. Sign up for that on Saturday, May the 20th.
Well, Cole Newman did a great job for Bellville. I had him at 55 pitches through 6 innings. He only struck out 1, gave up 1 run on 3 hits.
Yep.
And he did his job. And
as a pitcher, you can't ask any more than that.
No, exactly. And Bellville came up a little short on the defensive side there in the second inning with back-to-back errors. And then the fielder's choice and led to the only run of the game tonight. Yeah. So, not a whole lot of offense on either side for the Roughnecks. The top 3 hitters, each of them, got a base knock.
Everybody had singles, no extra base hits in the game.
No.
And one of those singles even was a bunt single. So, nobody hit anything hard all night.
Yeah, as y'all discussed earlier, the difference in the ball game from my perspective was how clean Columbia played and how the mistakes that Bellville made just made the difference in the game. They're very closely matched teams.
Yep.
Now, we didn't pitch, we've got our strongest pitcher coming up tomorrow. I don't know what they're going to pitch tomorrow.
I'm sure the shortstop.
Yeah. Judging by that arm.
Which will make a big difference. If we can get the shortstop on the mound, that's going to make a difference in their defense because that shortstop had some of your blue star plays today.
I'd say he took 3 hits away from Bellville with his play. Just that half step and just very smooth.
Yeah, and for Craig on the mound, I had him at 73 pitches, struck out 6.
Yeah.
Bellville
gave up 3 hits himself, right? And, each team, as I mentioned, each team left 5 runners on base, so very evenly matched. Bellville come back and get it tomorrow. They showed they can hang with them. The district champs of 26-4A doesn't mean anything to us. We can hang with them, beat them once this year pretty soundly, can do it again. So, just got to go get it 2 games in a row now, right?
Go get them.
That's it, Dan, and we want to gratefully thank Lynn Sison's Feed and Supply for being the premium sponsor for this by-district series against the Roughnecks. Go by and see Lynn Sison's tomorrow and Saturday. They're having their 49th anniversary sale, celebrating 49 years in business. They're at 551 West Main there in Bellville. Open from 7:30 to 5:30 tomorrow, 7:30 to 3 on Saturday. Get some great deals on steel, Purina, and apply for some prizes, and you may walk out of there a winner. But once again, we thank Lynn Sison's Feed and Supply, Keith and Rita, and everyone over there for helping us out and helping us bring you this live stream.
Stephen, I'd say to the Bellville fans, if you're still listening and you didn't come out tonight, come on out. Tomorrow night's Friday night. Have a big night out. Team's fun to watch. It's going to be a competitive ball game.
It's a beautiful ballpark.
Beautiful ballpark.
It is, Dan, and you come down 529 from Bellville. You go under 99. It's right there to your left, the second light.
Yeah.
It's 35 miles maybe at the farthest. Tomorrow, the traffic, if you're coming, maybe leave a little early. There was a little traffic right there before we got to 99, but
when you get in the parking lot, just look for the car with all the dents, and you know you're in the right spot.
And it's easy to see. They had the lights on. By the time fans get here, the lights are on. Guided me right in. John,
it's a beautiful place. No, it's a great facility. It's a really quick, good ball game, except for the defense in the second inning. It is very evenly matched. Yeah. So I would expect tomorrow is going to be a barn burner.
Bellville can get this game tomorrow.
Oh, easily.
No doubt.
Easily.
They didn't play their best tonight, but we've got a good quality team, and we can beat this team.
Yeah.
And I want to thank the pilot of the airways, Stephen Jackson, for all the graphics and everything he put on the camera. On the screen. Stephen, that was impressive.
Well, thank you. I just wish the score would have been different. I wish I could have put some more runs on the board for the Brahmas.
Yeah, we'll get some crooked numbers tomorrow.
See what you can do about that, right? And our Oklahoma State to be Cowboy, right?
Yeah, thank you, Kendall.
No problem.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up then. Game 1 series between Bellville and Columbia goes to the Columbia Roughnecks 1-0. Game 2 tomorrow, 7 p.m., right back here at Cy Park. And Game 3, we're going to need that. We're going to be back here Saturday at 3 o'clock, play this one again, too. So you've been listening to Kendall Stark, Dan Mers, John Marsikevich, Greg Braun. I'm Stephen Jackson, and you've been listening and watching to Bellville Brahma Baseball on BellvilleSports.com. This event is brought to you by our sponsors: Lonnie Lishka Company, San Bernardo Electric Cooperative, First National Bank, Frost & Sons, Walters Pharmacy, Michelle Jewelry, Hebner Concrete, and
Eckerman's Meat Market, Capital Farm Credit, Austin County Collision, Bellville Abstract Company, Bill Johnson and Associates Real Estate, Lynn Sison's Feed, Roy and Carolyn Golan, Austin County State Bank. Also,
LKL Insurance, Richter Heat and Air, Dr. Colton Litke, Salvador Tires, Sealy Eye Center, Industry State Bank, Bolton Dozer Service, and the Austin County Printing.